everyone. My name is Nicole Coleman and I'm part of the Communications Department here at Heights Church. Welcome to another devotional. Today we are continuing our thread, A Call to Action. But I get the wonderful honor of telling a story of a time that someone served me and it blessed my life. Let's start out with a verse. It's in Mark, it's 10:45, and it's where Jesus was talking to his disciples and reminding them of the importance of serving each other and that no single person is above serving another. He says, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many." I love that our sovereign Lord, our almighty, powerful God, sent his only Son in human and flesh to be vulnerable but powerful. And Jesus on this earth used those powerful gifts to see the needs of others and bless them with service. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but this is something I tried my very best to live by. It's see a need, meet a need. And this is when you see other people right where they're at and you see the needs that they need, or God puts their needs on your heart and you meet that need for them. And when you do that, it inspires them and then inspires someone else. And we continuously will see a need, meet a need, until it circles and all of our needs are met. So one day at work, I was sitting in the communications office with Laura, and I was carrying the weight of the night before on my shoulders. My family experienced a serious health scare, and it was scary, emotional, and exhausting. I was feeling it really, really heavy that day. And Tim walks in, he's got his football in his hand. He's like, "Hey guys," and then he sees me, he takes one look, and he does that thing, that Tim thing, where he's like, "You doing okay?" I'm like, "No, not doing okay." But I grew up where when you go to work, you leave your issues at home. You do not take them to work. But at the church, it's not about that. It's about being real people. And so when he asked, I was hesitant, but I got to tell him that I was struggling. My family and I were struggling. And he asked if we could pray. So the three of us, right then and there, prayed in the office. He's still clutching his football. And this was a huge deal to me because it reminded me that even when we can't solve our issues or other people's issues, that we can fight the spiritual battle by praying. And that prayer is something in itself. But not only prayer, that evening, Tim calls me up and he's like, "Hey, I would love, Jessica and I were talking," Jessica is his wonderful wife, "Jessica and I were talking and we would love to bring you guys dinner tonight. Is that cool?" I was like, "Whoa, yeah, that's cool, but I've never really experienced that, especially not someone outside of my family. Pastor, nonetheless, wants to come to my home and feed us." Like, wow. And so I said, "Yeah, sure, but just a heads up, we're like almost, it would be like a lot of time on the road for him, especially because he lives like way over here, and then there's a church, and we live like way over here, so it's like double time." It was just really far, and I let him know, but he was like, no big deal. And he showed up, and he just dropped off food for us, but I'm not talking about just food, I'm talking about a feast. He brought us so much food that we had leftovers for days. And I'm not a cook, and this gave my family and I a chance to rest and heal for the rest of the week. This was a huge deal to us, and I still can't get over the impact of that blessing. Now, there's a chapter in the Bible, it's in Philippians 2, and the Bible's talking about Christ's humility and that we should follow his example. And I love it. It's chapter 2, verse 3 and 4. This was kind of a thing to remember, like an anthem on our heart. "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, rather in humility value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of others." This is that reminder of seeing a need, meeting a need, of if God puts someone on your heart, to meet that need, to branch out and serve another person. Now, you can get involved and serve someone in a small way or a big way, but when you serve another person, you're encouraging them to serve another person, and the love of God is shown, and his kindness and his miracles are shown through us here on earth, serving each other. I want to encourage you guys this week. I want to challenge you guys this week to go out there and see people, really see them, and be on the lookout for those needs that could be met, and reflect back on those times that someone blessed you with a service. You guys are wonderful, and we love these devotionals because they do so much for us. We'll be praying for you, and we'll see you soon.